Hello students, let us start our discussion about LC oscillator. So for this, let us assume that we have a capacitor of capacitance C, and this capacitor is assumed as full charged initially. So the total charge present on the capacitor is like this, and if this charged capacitor is connected to an inductor which is connected in parallel like this, then as this capacitor is connected to this inductor, then inductor allows to flow the current through itself. Suppose that when current starts, then at that time of start of current flowing through the inductor, there is a induced EMF produced across the inductor, and that induced EMF opposes the amount of the increment in the current flowing through the inductor. So with respect to time, there is a changing of current through the inductor increases or varies continuously but slowly. So suppose that when the capacitor is full charged and the inductor has no any current through itself, then in this case, suppose that this is the time t equal to 0. So at this time, the total energy stored in the capacitor, that is known as electrostatic energy, this is the maximum, and the value of this energy is equal to half of Q max square by C, and the energy stored across the inductor, that is the electromagnetic energy, this is 0. Now when the current is allowed to pass through the inductor, then the capacitor discharge continuously, and suppose that after t equal to t by 8, then suppose that in this case is capacitor remains some less amount of charge as in its initial value. So there is a electromagnetic energy stored across the inductor in the form of this magnetic field. Okay, so suppose that if it is the case at time t equal to t by 8, then at that time the energy stored across the capacitor will be equal to the energy stored across the inductor. It means UE is equal to UB, and you can write it as, if at that time the charge stored across the capacitor is Q and the current flowing through the inductor is I, then this can be written as half of Q square by C is equal to half of LI square. Okay, so now if we again take as t equal to 2t by 8, it means t by 4. So at t equal to t by 4, that is twice of t by 8. So what happened? The total charge present at the capacitor will disappear, and we can also say that the total energy of the capacitor transfers across the inductor in the form of electromagnetic energy. So the total energy of the capacitor transfers through the inductor, and in this case we can say that there is no charge present on the capacitor, so UE, that is the electrostatic energy across the capacitor, is 0, and UB, that is the magnetic energy stored across the inductor, is maximum. So this is half of LIM square. IM is the maximum value of the current. Okay, so now again if we explain this, suppose that because there is a very large amount of current flowing through this circuit, so this energy stored across the inductor leaks down, and this current allows to pass through the capacitor in this direction, and when the current flowing through the capacitor is, then capacitor will charge. Okay, so capacitor will start charging, and in this case suppose that at a time t equal to 3t by 8, what will happen? There is a capacitor and capacitor will start charging, so the electromagnetic energy stored across the inductor leaks down, and suppose that at that time if the energy stored across the inductor is um or ub is half of Li square, then the charge stored across the capacitor will be Q. So at that time the energy stored in the capacitor will be half of Q square by C. But suppose that if time is 3t by 8, it means 3/8 of the time period of oscillation. So at that time you can write it as UE is equal to UB. Okay, and in this time when there is a current flowing through the capacitor, and capacitor is in the case of capacitor is in the condition of charging, then the terminal from where current is passes through the capacitor, that becomes positively charged and the other terminal becomes negatively charged. And after some time when the total amount of the energy stored in the inductor leaks down, then the total energy of this inductor will store in the form of the charge, that is the electrostatic energy stored in the capacitor. So suppose that this will occur at t equal to t by 2, it means 4t by 8. So at t equal to t by 2, what will happen? The capacitor is fully charged again, and the total positive charge is present in the below side and the total negative charge present on the upper side, and in this case the total energy of the inductor leaks down and the capacitor becomes fully charged. It means what? It means there is no current flowing through the circuit because at that time the capacitor is fully charged. So capacitor blocks all type of current flowing through this itself. So in this case the UE becomes maximum, that is half of QM square by C, and UB is again becomes 0. Now if we talk about this case, then you get there is no current at initial time, and when we connect this inductor to this capacitor, then current starts flowing through the inductor, and after time we are getting that the direction of the current is in this, and after also some time interval we get the current is maximum through the circuit, and after some time again we get the current flowing through the circuit is decreases and the direction of is remaining in this direction, and after t by 8 time, it means at t by 2 time the current flowing through the circuit becomes disappear. It means capacitor becomes fully charged. Now in this case we are seeing that capacitor is fully charged and it behaves like a cell or a battery or potential source, and this cell is connected to an inductor. So now in this time the current will start to flow through the inductor from below to upward direction. So in next, suppose that we take t equal to 5t by at t equal to 5t by 8, what? The capacitor will starts leak down. It means the charge stored on the capacitor leaks down, and also we can say that the energy of the capacitor will leaks, and a small amount of the charge present on the capacitor, and the energy of the capacitor will leaks through the inductor, and the current, direction of the current flowing through the inductor will from bottom to top. Okay, so the energy of the capacitor will leaks and will store across the inductor in the form of magnetic energy. So in this case we can write it as the total energy stored at the capacitor will be equal to total energy at the inductor, and this can be written as half of Q square by C is equal to half of ILI square. Now this will be exactly equal at 5T by 8, also at T by 8, and also at 3T by 8. Okay, but if time is different from the multiple of the T by 8 or the multiples of the T by 8, then the energy stored across the inductor and capacitor will not be exactly equal. Now suppose that if this current increases its maximum value throughout the inductor, then the capacitor becomes fully discharged. Okay, so capacitor becomes fully discharged, it means the total charge on the capacitor becomes disappear. So the total energy of the capacitor will present on the inductor in the form of electromagnetic energy. Okay, so at this condition current flowing through the circuit becomes maximum, this is IM, and the total energy stored at inductor, that is UB, becomes half of LIM square, and the total energy stored in the capacitor becomes 0. And this will occur at exactly T is equal to 6T by 8, it means 3T by 4. Okay, so now again if we plot the LC circuit at T is equal to 7T by 4, so at T is equal to 7T by 8. Okay, so at that condition the energy stored in the inductor will leaks down throughout the capacitor, and capacitor will start charging. So the positive charge occurs on the this side of the capacitor. So capacitor starts charging and positive charge occurs on the top side of the capacitor, and the electromagnetic energy present in the inductor decreases continuously. Okay, so at any instant of time it is observed that the amount of the current is flowing through the circuit is I, then the direction of current is in this. Okay, so and the direction of the electromagnetic field. So in this case what will be the direction of the electromagnetic field? Direction of the electromagnetic field will be in this direction. Okay, so this will again in this direction, and when it is leaking, then the direction remains in this, but when it becomes disappear, then again when this starts discharging the capacitor and the energy storing across the capacitor, then the direction of the electromagnetic energy or magnetic field across the inductor will like in this, and this will like this also. Okay, and the direction of current is like this. Now if we talk about the final condition, that is at T equal to T by 8, then at T equal to T by 8, at T equal to T by 8T by 8, it means at T. So what will happen? The total energy of the inductor will disappears, and the total energy of the inductor will present in the form of electrostatic energy in the capacitor, and in this case the capacitor becomes fully charged and the current stops, because when capacitor fully charged, then capacitor blocks the current. So in this case, at time t is equal to t, the capacitor becomes fully charged, and the current flowing through the circuit becomes disappear, and the total energy present at the across the inductor becomes disappear, and total energy stored in the capacitor in the form of electrostatic energy, that is half of Qm square by C, and the total energy stored across the inductor becomes 0. Now if we talk about the total energy stored in this case, then we are seeing that U is equal to UB, and this will be equal to half of Q square by 2C is equal to half of Li square. Okay, because this is the just between the time of the 60 by 8 and the t. Okay, so this will be occur. So these are the basic conditions of LC oscillator. It means the energy stored in the capacitor will oscillate throughout the inductor in the form of electromagnetic energy and then electrostatic energy in the capacitor. So the energy stored in the capacitor will oscillate continuously throughout with the help of inductor. Okay, so this is LC oscillation. Now as we know that when there is a varying in the current flowing through the circuit, then as we know that rate of flow of charges increases or decreases continuously. It means we can say that charge motion is accelerated, because when dq by dt increases, then we can say that there is an acceleration present on the charge. So as we know that the accelerated charge particle produces electromagnetic waves according to Maxwell's theory of electromagnetic wave. So when there is an accelerated motion of charge particle throughout the circuit LC oscillator, then such type of circuit always produces an electromagnetic wave and is able to detect different kinds of electromagnetic wave. So such type of circuit is used as a transmitter and also as a receiver in different transmitting and receiving circuit diagram. Okay, so this is a particular basic concept of the LC oscillator. Now let us talk some few concepts related to LC oscillator. Now let us talk the resonance in the LC circuit. It means what is the resonance in LC oscillator. So if we write the equation for the LC circuit, suppose that at any instant of time t, the charge present across the capacitor is Q and the current flowing through the inductor is I, then the potential across the inductor is L di by dt, and the potential across the capacitor will be equal to Q by C. So this will always equal be 0. Now if we write I as the rate of flow of charge, so this equation 1 can be reduces as L into d2q by dt square plus q by c is equal to 0. So if we divide by L in the both in equation, then we get d2q by dt square plus half of LC into q is equal to 0. So if we put half of LC as omega square, then this equation second reduces to d2q by dt square plus omega square q is equal to 0. So such type of equation represents the simple harmonic wave. So how the flow of the charge, what is the variation in the charge, this can be represented on time axis. So let us represent the variation of the charge on time axis, and also from here we can express it as the omega is the frequency by which charge varies on the capacitor. Now as we are seeing that d2q by dt square is equal to, so if we plot graph for q with respect to time, then suppose that this is the maximum value of the charge, this is qm, and this one is the maximum charge of q, that is minus of qm. So if at an instant of time the amount of charge is q, so the value of charge, because in initial condition the charge present on the capacitor is at t is equal to 0, this is maximum. So we will start our discussion or plotting the graph from here. So this is the variation for the qm with respect to time, and the number of wave per second is known as angular frequency. So omega can be expressed as 1 by root of LC, and also we know that omega can be expressed as 2 pi nu. So 2 pi nu is equal to 1 by root by LC. So from here nu is equal to 1 by 2 pi root of LC. Okay, so this is the frequency by which this charge oscillates throughout the LC circuit. Okay, so if now one thing more, as we know that when charge leaks throughout the inductor, then if inductor is made with the help of some conducting material, then the resistance of the conducted material is non-zero, so some power will be dissipated due to the flowing of current throughout the inductor. So if some power will be dissipated throughout the LC circuit during oscillating the energy, then the amplitude of the charge will decreases with respect to time. Then when this will happen, then the amount of the charge, this is the maximum charge and this one is the minus of qm, so this will decreases its value, and this is like some type like this. Okay, so the oscillation of the q will be like this. So such type of oscillation is known as damped oscillation. This is the damped oscillation, and this one is the undamped oscillation. Undamped oscillation. But we well know when there is no external source which improves the decrement in the power which disappears in the oscillation. So overcome to the damping of the oscillation, we have to provide some external source that maintains the amplitude of the charge is constant. Okay, so this is all about the LC oscillator. Now tomorrow we will discuss the numerical problems of this chapter, because the next topic transformer is already discussed in our previous video. So we will discuss tomorrow the numerical problems related to all topics of this chapter, and then we will start EMW. Okay, till now take care, thank you.